Hey everybody, Coach Sherwin here from AP Baller. And today what I want to share with you is enhancing reaction time with simple reaction drills. The mind and body are powerfully connected. Once the mind makes a decision, the body acts immediately. It has been estimated that the average individual will need 0.2 seconds to react to stimulus in front of them. So within the confines of a basketball court, both players will receive information at the same time, but the quicker reactor is the one that will come up on top. Not everyone has 0.2 seconds to react. In fact, reaction time varies between every individual on the floor. Furthermore, comparing offense to defense, the offensive player has the edge because they typically will know what's going to happen next in the sequence. So blow-bys, change of direction crosses, ball fakes, pump fakes, make it really difficult for the defense to stay in front. Conversely, a quicker defender will recover or can recover in less time. They perceive what is happening in front of them and decide what to do to contain the slower offensive player. Intercepting a pass, tapping a dribble away, blocking a shot, or even rotating on help defense are instances when reaction time and quickness permits the defense to overcome their delayed response. So how do we improve reaction time? Let's differentiate between the two reaction or response types. The first one is voluntary reaction or response. So that there is basically a simple read and react. You see what's happening, you react as you normally would, or however you feel fit at that particular time. The second is involuntary. This is something that's automatic, beyond your control. In simpler terms, involuntary reaction takes conscious activation by the muscles. So you need to think about it for it to happen. Running, shooting, dribbling, playing defense, etc. With involuntary, you don't need to think about it for it to happen. It's just going to happen on its own. So heartbeat, you breathing, or ducking after you hear a loud bang. Because we cannot affect involuntary, we're only going to be addressing voluntary naturally. Our reaction should be trained through three basic sensory components: auditory, visual, tactile. I'm putting cognitive in there because I feel it's almost like a gray area. It's not technically a sensory component, but I'll explain why I'm putting cognitive in there. It's almost like a Y when you are listing your vowels. I'm describing cognitive as the processing speed as a factor contributing to reaction time. We are decreasing reaction time by taking advantage of neuroplasticity via repetition to strengthen neural pathways. Without further ado, let's go through a few reaction drills addressing those sensory components to get your reaction time firing at elite levels.
This is called the 5-cone or star drill. Designate a number to each cone. The athlete begins in the middle of the formation in foot fire. Call out each cone number for the athlete to touch every time returning back to home or center position. The drill should be done in 15-second intervals, and the progression to this drill will be number combinations. So rather than one number at a time, now we can call out 2-5 or 4-2, 1-3, 1-4, and so on. This drill takes care of the auditory component for reaction training. The next drill takes care of the visual aspect or component for reaction training. The athletes should be about 3 to 4 feet apart, designated one athlete as the leader and the other as the follower. Instruct them to imagine that their shins are attached by a stick. The leader steps forward the follower's foot steps back. If they step to the side, the foot pattern follows. If they step back, the opponent's foot steps forward, so on and so forth. Now, to progress this drill, what we'll do is add ball handling and doing different reads. So if there's a reach in, they do a cross. If there is a hand up, they spot up for a shot. If the athlete steps to the left, then the ball handler will blow by to the opposite side. This next drill will take care of the tactile component to reaction training. You'll need a cone and a ball, a lacrosse ball or a tennis ball for this drill. The coach in the back will toss the lacrosse ball and then tap the athlete on whichever shoulder, left or right, and that is the direction that they are going to go to chase the ball, allowing only one bounce on the ground. More bounces equals a minus. One bounce actually counts as a point. You can play up to however many points you want to go to. Typically, we pick 10. This drill takes care of the cognition component of reaction training. The ball handler will be performing complex dribble patterns at a very high intensity while the coach asks a series of questions to distract the athlete from either answering correctly or causing them to turn over the basketball or lose the ball handle. Perform this drill in 20 to 30 second timed sets.